Hey Simmers and friends, I'm back with a build tour. This is a short video. I'm just kind of getting back into this. This is a tour that's kind of based around the hometown I grew up in. Inspired, so the apartments that are in the upper parts, don't take them as gospel, but I decided to build something that reminded me of my hometown, especially with this weekend being the annual fall fair there. So this is a section of Main Street. I decided to make it so there was 4 stores. There's 3 apartment buildings. The order of the buildings in the first section is not exactly correct. The only building I'm going to say is pretty much exactly based along the lines of what's in my hometown is the bakery, which is the last building here. I figured we'd do a slide down the street and then back up, and here you can see all the food. Oh my god, it took me because I didn't want to get off the food, most of the food off the gallery, so I had my sim self baking, making the preserves and everything. So here we go inside the bakery, all the jams, there's honey, there's food out there, there's tons of bread, cake, uh, chocolate preserve, and that. And I did this because I was like, I had an idea. It's set up with Halloween style decorations. I think this is the build I took the longest time in because I had to place each and every one of those preserve jars on their own. And you used to be able to buy pizza at the bakery too. So I figured I'd put pizza and then put some fizzy pop in there. And into the kitchen we go. Yeah, I had to put all those on the shelves, and that took so much time. As you can see, I kind of set it up so it looks like they're getting ready. They have all these other stuff on the shelves. Even more time there. My sim self was busy for several hours baking and making preserves. And I really wish in The Sims you could do more than one cooking at a time. And this is just the bathroom I decided to throw in there. So I figured here you come, you can get fresh bread, fresh desserts, and you can get coffee and tea. That's why I've got the booth set out front. And here's just showing all the different baked goods and be messy up going up and down. The next one, I originally had made it a coffee shop, and then I decided to I changed my mind to kind of fit what I remember from my hometown of the building next, beside the bakery as I was growing up was a dairy. So I decided to turn this into an ice cream shop. And you see I set up a counter so you can counter. I made sure there was mint chocolate chip. I can't remember the other two. I think the one closest to us is the spooky one. Those fridges aren't functional. And I figured they make the ice cream, they make waffles here to make waffle cones. One room in the back is like where they wash dishes and store stuff, which is the first one. And the second one is the bathroom, of course. Our next stop on the storefronts is a bookstore. As you can see, it's all set up for Halloween in the fall. This one wasn't the most. I decided to, just to make a bookshop, and I figured in this version, not in the real one, they have a little area for reading. Daycare might come in and someone will sit down and read with the kids. And there's the back room, which is just an empty storeroom. I have a shelf in there, and that's it. That's why I did not show it. The last is a clothing store. In this case, they have set up their mannequins for Halloween, so they have different costumes. And it wasn't. There's really not much. It's just a nice little clothing store. I figure they have a lot of the clothes they'd be selling here are more custom-made clothing, and that. And now we move into going through each of the apartments. There are 3 apartments. I tried to come up with a little bit of a story for each of the apartments and the people living in it. This is a family apartment, a family of 4. Uh, they're currently living here. I figured they're saving up so they can get a house. Right now, the parents sleep out on the Murphy bed in the living room. And they have this nice balcony. They have a cat. I decided they had to have a cat. And I figured their 2 teenage sons share the bedroom in the back, this bathroom. You could tell the parents' towel rack from the kids' one. One kid was into sports, and the other, I think they were into the photography. That's how I just had to do this. And yes, I had to make the mint green kitchen. Now we're going to walk right down the street again to the next apartment. The other 2 entrances are at the other end. I think using the platforms and lowering it down below helped create this edge of the street. And yes, I set it to fall so there'd be leaves and that on the ground. This apartment here that we're about to go into, it's more ran down. I figure the person who's renting it they're renting it on the cheap, and they're going to be going through and fixing it up, like taking out the cabinets, taking out the bathroom, redoing it, and they kind of moved in with some of the furniture that was in there from before as well. So they're going to be taking it out and rebuilding it, redoing it. And the last apartment, which you actually have to walk behind the building to get into. Yeah, just kind of showing how I did the alleyways and that. As you see, the last building you have to walk in behind to get into. This is more of a classic place. I figured they are a designer. They do designs and sketches and that. So you can see their apartment's much more cleaner, tidied up. And bathroom, and then the bedroom. And that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you'd enjoy it. You can like and subscribe to my channel. I'm hopefully going to start getting videos out sooner and try to get back into a pattern. Not as what I was used to, but I have to do stages. So until next time, Susu!